Hey, Mahnamet Memberstack here and welcome to Members Group 214. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create dependent drop-down fields like this, where a user can select an option in a specific field with that field's options are going to appear. For example, I chose I am a brand and then I have two options, the campaign management or other. And if I choose another option over here, then I will get different types of options like this. Okay, let me show you how to set this up inside of Webflow. So in Webflow, you are going to need to add Members Group 214 and it should look like this. If you're watching this on YouTube, the link to that code should be in the description below. And if you're watching this on the Memberstack site, then you should have already seen the code. You can either add this site-wide on a specific page depending on where your form is and depending on your specific use case. On the page itself, you are going to need a form element, and then within the form you are going to have your select options, and then you are then going to add a few attributes on the form select options in order to make this work. So for the field that is going to be your parent field, the parent field meaning that if a user selects one item like this and then it automatically triggers another field to open up, that is going to be your parent field, and that is going to have the following attributes of MS Code dropdown set to parent because it's your parent field, and then MS Code dropdown group, and you can title that whatever you want it to be. For example, this is going to be the user type, but for you it can be whatever you want it to be. Just have to make sure that the user type here, the way you write it out, is going to be referenced in your child field the same way as well. So over here. Okay, so that is your parent field. So for your child input field, the field that shows up once a parent field has been selected, you are going to add the attributes of MS Code dropdown set to child, and then MS Code dropdown parent is going to be the group that you set in the parent input field above. So that is set to user type for me. Okay, so for your parent field, you are going to have your different types of options. For example, I have creator, brand, and agency. And then for each of those options, you have your value set up, and you have to make sure that your value is in lowercase. And we're going to reference that in the child select input field. So for creator is set up like this, and then brand, and then agency. And then when we go to the child field, we have the options set up like this. For example, for brand sponsorships, so we just give it a one word value, also in lowercase. So for this is sponsorships, monetization, and then audience growth is just growth, and campaign management is campaign. So when we now go to the attribute of MS Code dropdown options, this is how we're going to structure our value. We are going to start off with creator, which is the option first in the parent field. And then we're going to say creator, colon, and then all of the options available under creators. So for this case, it's the values. So sponsorships, monetization, and growth. And then we're going to add a semicolon for the next type of option under the parent field. So we move on to brand, and again, colon, influencers, comma, campaign, comma, analytics, and then semicolon, moving on to the next option. So for agencies, we have agency, colon, partnership, comma, white label, and then comma, API. And finally, at the very end, if you have another option like this, for example, you are allowing your users to select other when they select a parent option above here. So at the end of all of your structures over here, you are going to add a semicolon, asterisk, and then a colon, and then you're going to put the value of other. It's structured like this, meaning that it is going to show up in all of your parent options. As you can see over here, if I select brand, I see other here. And if I select creator, I still see other. If I select agency, I still see other. Okay, and then users will be able to submit this form as usual with different types of options depending on what they chose in the parent field. Alright, if you have any questions on this, feel free to reach out in the Slack 2.0 channel and I'll be able to assist you. Bye.